everyone, Danny here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, we'll be doing a review for Rebel Moon House of the Bloodaxe #4. This is the last issue of the series, a prequel to the Rebel Moon films. Let's talk about the creative team here. So, of course, the main story is by Zack Snyder, written by Magdalene Visaggio, art by Clark Bint, colors by Francesco Segala. We have flats by Serena Del Grosso and letters by and World Designs James. What an interesting name for a creative. So wow, I can't believe we're finally here. This prequel has been giving us so much of the Bloodaxe family, especially because in the films that they're really not addressed, right? Their story's not fully expanded. So let me give you a quick synopsis here. As a war is looming on the horizon on the planet Shashu, the reluctant ruler of the Bloodaxe family is conflicted between living up to his father's domineering legacy and maintaining the peace. It is up to him to settle the conflicts within himself and his family before the entire planet erupts into war. So yeah, this is, I think the story has been slowly building. Why to justify enough backstory to justify the actions of the Bloodaxe siblings as we know them in the film, right? They are quite adamant that they need to be defending those who can't defend themselves, defending their own planet, and trying to keep as much as what they can, like trying to just the mother world, trying to push it off as much as they can. And we see where that domineering spirit comes from, because of all the hardships that they've had to endure. Now, one really cool thing here is that I was not aware of Clark Bent as a creative prior to reading this series. And let me tell you, I think I've discovered just somebody who is very quickly rose to the top of my favorite artists. The way that the pages are laid out, the designs of the character. And now, of course, a lot of that already kind of came from the movie, but there's a lot of new character designs that I would love to see if how much Bent had to do with that, what kind of the process was behind that. It's really really cool. So let's pull up some of that preview art so you can see what I'm talking about. And here's what I'm telling you. Like, this is just kind of a recap page. It's a double spread, and you get to see creatures from these fantastical worlds. You get to see some of the members of the House of Bloodaxe. You get to see even the conflict within the ruler, and of course the ever looming threat of the mother world, right? So just everything very very well done. I like that every little part of this, it's sectioned off by the coloring as opposed to by lines and panels, right? I think that's really fun. And then I picked these 3 pages just because they show so much. There's so much, like it's almost as if we're getting a bit of a recap of the motivations behind everything that's been going on in these quite a few pages, and then everything leading up to the siblings deciding to attack and leading into war, right? It's just very very cool storytelling. I'd love to see what the scripts look like. I love to see how much Visaggio was putting on the pages so that the art team could pick this up. I understand why you would need a flatter on this. So a flatter usually goes in and does the separates the different layers of color that need to be done on here. I want to show a couple more panels a little bit out of context just because they are kind of breathtaking to see. I love this first panel here. Just with like, this is the consequences of war, right? And then of course we also see Israel here proclaiming he is the Lord of Shashu, son of the Bloodaxe. It's just very cool. But I love that his face is within the shadows, because ultimately it doesn't matter much who the ruler is. So it just really, there's a lot of symbolism in these few panels that I quite enjoyed. So I don't know. I really enjoy this. I think overall, I've talked about the films and I did the reviews. They're not my favorite films from this creative team, but I think the book as supplemental material to those films, it really really works. Like, I would love to see more of this world explored in this fashion, and I'm sure that we're going to get it because I there's so much to explore, right? It's a completely fresh and new world where you can bring in creative voices that um, really understand the material and know how to bring it to life just as they did here. So yeah, I'd love to see more of this. Really enjoyed this. I think every issue had just some really amazing covers by a multitude of really cool artists. So like that worked out very well as well. And I'm very excited to see where we go from here. I think Titan Comics is putting out some really fun and interesting stuff when it comes to franchises. And this is one of those things. So if you read all 4 issues, let me know what you thought about the series overall. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.